Hey, what is up, my friends, my foes, and members of the Omni Council? I keep pausing because I keep forgetting how to do this. My name is Daimien Kamiya. I'm the Omni King. We're back with more Final Fantasy XII. I apologize for the brief lateness. I got caught up in something. Made it here as soon as I can. Do have food though, so like normal, I'll probably be eating a little bit while I stream. Yeah, so we'll definitely see what we can do. Just 1 second though. I got one thing I needed to look into here. Yeah, sorry about this. Just wanted to make sure what I was doing that made me late, you know, didn't get delayed for whatever reason. Well, not really delayed, like, I'm just hoping that, you know, no complications. Anyway, so yeah, so let's flip over to the game here. Sorry about that delay. Definitely not something I want, you know, I like doing, but sometimes it just happens. All right, so in we go. So, I am going to warn you, as much as I love this part in the game, to an extent, this is also where, in many cases, the run dies down for me a little bit. And that's generally because coming up soon will be one of the best grinding locations in the game for money. At least in my opinion. There's a few others, and they're also good. I just like this one because it's very close to a town. And it's very easy to accumulate the particular item that you sell. Because 2 of the enemies on the map drop it, and they're very frequent enemies. But, like, there's later points in the game where enemies drop far more valuable things. But, like I said, just, it's not as close to a town. So the items do not drop as frequent. Or the ability to sell them isn't there, right? Like, because you're really going until you hit 99 on something and then you want to sell it. But anyway, because of this is generally where it slows down for me personally. Not necessarily in the game, just for me. And my mood starts to drop and I start questioning my builds. I don't know why, but it always tends to happen like that. So that guy warns us about the giant bomb. So interestingly enough, we can go north here. Oh yes, this map. Well, at least it's raining, so that's one saving grace. If it's sunny. Gambit's fun. You can't hit a flying enemy. Earth, well, you can't cast Earth, sadly, Vaughn. I'm taking the high path for a reason. The other reason why you want to upgrade, like this next area, not the area I'm in and not the area right after, but the area right after that, it's called Fawn Coast. The reason you really want to grind it out is because you won't really have a good opportunity to grind money when you get to the next city, and you can upgrade your gear there. So if you really want, you know, if you want to be able to upgrade your gear, I heavily recommend, you know, grinding out just a little bit more. This is the area we're going is actually a really nice area to do poaching too, for the sake of what you can get. It's one of the reasons I very specifically crafted my team. I think I talked about this before, but my team is very specifically crafted for the sake of poach, sight unseen, and steal. So I think I meant, yeah, so I probably did mention this. So there used to be an unarmed trait, and that trait only belonged to two classes in the game, Monk and Shikari. Right? However, the mod maker gave that that trait to every character by default, so they possess that trait permanently. And he removed the Thief's Cuffs from the game and replaced the trait with the Thief's Cuff, which increased the chance of stealing, it steals accuracy, and the chance to steal multiple items. However, neither of these two classes learn steal. Yes, Shikari, the class that is basically based off a rogue or a thief, or a thief class in Final Fantasy, does not learn how to steal. So as such, you either need to hope that the class you pair it with can learn steal, or you can have it be on Vaughn, Balthier, or Fran, because these three automatically come with steal, no questions asked, regardless of what their license board says. So that's what I have. Balthier is my Monk, Vaughn is my Shikari, so both of them can steal. However, the poaching thing is a completely different story. Because to poach, you need to be able to hit an enemy. So with that said, if you want to poach every enemy in the game, you need a ranged weapon. Or a weapon that can at the very least hit a flying enemy. So spear and pole can also work too. You need a ranged weapon. On top of that, you need to learn poach and sight unseen. I actually have all of this in one character here with actually, does Balthier get it? I might just be getting the characters mixed up. Yeah, it's not him. It's Bosch. So as a foe breaker, Bosch gets quite a few techniques. One of which is indeed sight unseeing. However, he does not get poach on this one, on this set. However, Archer gets a crap ton of techniques as well. You know, they get poach. They get poach, but I don't think they get sight unseeing. But that's where things work out incredibly well, right? And the other thing you want to take into account is you really do not want to have, if you're gonna have two thieves like I do with Vaughn and Balthier, you really do not want your stealer to also be your sight unseen poacher, because then you lose a stealer. My setup is that you have your two stealers and your sight unseeing poacher, right? You control the poacher and the stealers go in, steal, and you're just picking enemies off one at a time. In this case, I actually have a pretty decent break with both Monk and Red Battle Mage, so I do have healers in the party. I like potential healers, more or less, without the necessary need of items. Yes, and Bosch's ranged weapon, obviously, as an archer, he gets bow, but as a foe breaker, he gets access to rocket punch, which I currently have. So rocket punch's bonus effect is that it can hit flying enemies. So that also works too. However, the only thing I can't do, and don't be ashamed if this happens, you can't always get it to succeed, though I think actually No, I don't. I need black magic too. I do not have blind on this set. So, with that said, Bosch will need to be blinded before I start. And I just need to make sure not to heal it off of him. Which is super easy when you just want to disable those gambits. It also makes it really super easy with how the mod changed to Suna. Basically, you have all your healing spells, but Asuna in the base game basically cured almost everything but, like, Doom and Stop. Was pretty much one of the two of the few things it wouldn't cure. But, however, that also negated, basically, the need of any of, like, half the white magics at that point. So the mod turned all those white magic spells AoE and basically made Asuna only useful for really specific spells. And also made sure that it's much less than what a remedy can cure. So the remedies is still the be-all end-all cure, which is how it should be in my opinion. Yeah, so that was a long-winded context explanation about how I do my grinding. I don't necessarily get to do it that way right away, though, sadly. Because the enemy, losing my track of thought here. I don't get to do it that way, specifically because... sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Oh, yeah. The chance of sight unseen working is based off of level. Oh, kamikaze, sweet. So, so see that little purple guy there? That two-legged guy? That's the mark I need to fight. The one I started in Nalbina. I forget what he's weak to, but we'll find out. Alright, Pinello's out, so white magic, let's dispel. No one should have anything elemental going on, so this should just be a really super easy fight. The shell go up. Oh, he's almost dead. There's no reason to dispel him again. Yeah, I'm not going to run back yet. I'll wait till I get to the next orange crystal. Just so I'm not backtracking too much. Like I've mentioned before, I try to be very efficient in my time in games, so I'm not spending forever doing everything. Even in new games, I kind of try and play that way. It's like, oh, I need to go to this location for this quest. Like, sometimes I can't help it because of how quests are acquired. Like, sometimes, you know, you have 3 quests that send you to this area. Like, in Borderlands 2, for example. Right after Sanctuary gets teleported away, you get like 3 or 4 quests for Caustic Cavern. So you'd think to go do them. And then you later get another quest from Brick about going to Sawtooth Cauldron, or in Sawtooth Cauldron about going to Caustic Cavern. So you have to go back, right? Now that I know that, though, I just wait till I get that quest and do them all at once. I get the same amount of experience and you know, like, the rewards from the quest are worth anything. Most of the time, they're not. Okay, so now we're in this... Is this the Salka Woods? I forget what it's called. Oh, Vaughn and Pinella both hit 30. I should really pull some people out then. No, let's get Ash out. Thank God I do not have 2 Steelers anymore. Starting to get a little bit, You run away, yet you come back. I don't get it. All right. So there's actually a little thing, there's a wee bit of a quest here that you have to do. Not overtly big, but what's this guy say again? Probably talking about the hunter's camp, right? Is he talking about the Bomb King or community hunters on Fawn Coast? I came here thinking to join them, but my way is blocked. Should you head east from the forest, well to the east, you'll find an old gate. Beyond that, the Fawn Coast. Trouble is, the gate's broken. Some Mughals were fixing it, but I have some doubt as to their industry in this matter. When will the gate be open? There being nothing to do about it, I returned here. Of course, now I'm dropped my map off the wood too. The fates spit upon me, surely. So here's actually one of the Mughals. So that's a good thing to remember, but it's not overtly important to remember just yet. So, what you want to do is you want to look, see right there, that's what you want. Nothing against the games themselves, but I am very finicky about knowing my map. And, when I played Wise 9, the first thing I did when I entered an area was, went around the perimeter. Uncovered the whole thing, and then did the center. Oh my god. How hard is it to fight 3 enemies? You know, like, hitting Balthier with silence doesn't actually change anything on him. The only one here that it actually affects is Ash. Let's buy a Gambit on Ash and get her to have that. Any and Echo Herbs, Echo Herb, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, I've always read the H. So yeah, so you need to head to the gate first. That's the most important thing to do. I can't wait till I get to the next map. And I can finally get rid of this bastard sword that Fran has. I did not I completely forgot the mod changed that to be two-handed. Oh wow, these guys start to drop. Bundle of Feathers is what you're trying to farm for on the next map. On Fine Coast. Okay, so I want to head straight through here. This is the Moogle boss. Got to find all his employees for them to come and fix the gate. Super easy when the game marks them on your map for you. Best recommendation though is you go counterclockwise. And the reason for that something over here. Oh, Marlboro Kings. Oh, God. God, I hate the Marlboro enemies. What's your equip? Resist to blind and berserk. No, thank you. Let's make you immune to sleep, please. She also uses the item to cure sleep. So her being asleep really doesn't help this. Well, that was definitely worth it. Wait, down Phoenix, or Phoenix down? Down Phoenix. Alright, so this map does not have any of the dudes on it, but it is very important for two reasons. Reason number one, this is where the orange crystal is. So we're going to teleport to Nalbina to turn in that quest. Reason number two is what's through that door right there. I highly recommend you do not do it right now. While the level difference isn't too great, I believe. Let me look him up. Because it's an enemy called Bomb King. It was, or King Bomb. It was referred to. It's also generally used for grinding money. Because it's one of the few bosses you can leave the fight in. So you go out, steal, you get an item that's worth like 1,000 gil, leave, come back, steal, and you just rinse and repeat until you have like 99 of them and sell them, and you just... To me, I don't know. I don't know how worth it. Like, it's a good way to make money if you don't want to level, but... So this guy's just going to give me the reward. But, so all the quests in Nalbina have to do with this NPC, Jovi. And over time you see Jovi reacting to things. There's one quest, though, that we're going to get that's going to be absolutely useless. Like, it's kind of crazy that they give you a quest that that's in an area you are literally like 10 levels too weak to go to. Yeah, so King Bomb is level 34. I also don't know if the mod nerfed the stealing thing. The mod generally nerfs a lot of things that players took advantage of, like Nagilmer. If I were to hazard a guess, the nerf on Nagilmer was that the zombies he spawns don't give experience. Which would perfectly negate what he was used for, because he was used for auto-leveling. And it's a good thing he did that, because the change to horology would definitely break that, because the only thing you had to worry about was Doom. There was no, I don't know if there was, outside of Ribbon, I don't think there was anything that made you immune to Doom, and by the time you get a Ribbon, you don't really need Nagilmer to level. You also had... Yeah, so your option... Like, if you didn't want to, like, eventually die because you ran out of product, you really didn't want to use items. So Phoenix Downs, Remedies, the like... Because you gotta remember, Remedy is the only way to cure Doom. There's no other way to cure Doom outside of Remedy. In the base game and in the originals. So, you pretty much just had to let your character die. Right? And the only way to revive them without using money was raise. In the original, that's not a problem because anyone can use everything, right? So, everyone can just use raise, and then you don't have an issue. In the remakes, though, very few classes can use raise, so... You just want to make sure that you're, you know, that you weren't gonna... Because even with this game, autosave still requires you to do something for it to trigger. Leveling up and things like that don't count, so... You know, if you die in a fight, even if you spent 10 hours in that fight, you're gonna lose all the progress in it. It was one of those things. It was like the Ratchet and Clank 1 taunter glitch, or was it the? No, it was the yeah. It used the taunter, but it was the hollow morph, or whatever it was called, glitch. Or if you entered the first race in the hollow guys, or whatever it was that turned you into the robot, it allowed you to walk on the course, and then you just you followed the course until you got to a large stack of boxes, and then you stood under it and used the taunter, and they would just keep breaking, and you just keep getting bolts. It was basically... Now, you can only do it once per playthrough or once per file. So even if you beat... I think it was once per file. So even if you beat the game and did New Game Plus, it still wouldn't work again. So you had to be very careful about how you did it and how long you did it and to ensure you bought everything with it. A lot of people would generally just, you know, like do over... Like that was the kind of thing you did for overnight. You left the game running overnight. you know, I went to the map that has the crystal on it. And then didn't even talk to the three Mughals here. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have the option to go with them to the gate. Another reason why I suggest going clockwise, because if you go clockwise, the last Mughals will be on the map just before the orange crystal, so you'd never unlock it. Make sure to talk to the boss because he gives you a sash. It's immunity to slow. In all honesty, not the great. Like, there's a good reason for it, but it's not necessary because you can get the Hermes Sandals and they're much better because they're permanent haste. However, there are other ways of getting permanent haste as well as casting it on yourself. And if you have a permanent haste piece of equipment, you are guaranteed to neutralize it. Haste will cure slow.
Taken the easy way and come by airship. One of those patrols would no doubt have been quick to roll out the red carpet. We're on the Empire's doorstep now, so we shouldn't have to worry about that so much. But that's no excuse to get sloppy. It is still a long road to the capital.
Oh no, come on. What do you want? What do you want, Keith? What do you want? What do you want, Keith, to the cat? Oh, Keith. What do you want? Keith, what do you want? However, Traveler also makes slow kind of inconsequential, because if you have Traveler any, slow will get rid of haste, but haste will get rid of slow. So, they kind of play off each other like that. Tons of new enemies. Beat the hell out of you. Here's the new wolf enemy. Gambits. I need to buy another gambit on Ash, because she needs a flying gambit. If she's gonna keep using katana, she won't be able to hit flying enemies. I really wish... This is one of those gambits I wish existed in the game. I wish there was a gambit to switch weapons. So, like, it'd be like... foe, enemy, or like a double attack. So, like, you could equip two weapons to a character, and then the attack would be attack with weapon A, attack with weapon B. So, foe flying, attack with crossbow. Foe down... you know, attack with katana. And you could mix that up. So, like, you could even equip two of the same weapon, and then it's like foe blind, attack with weapon B, and if they aren't blind, you're attacking with weapon A, which has a blind effect on it, which would allow you to inflict blind, and then you'd switch to the better weapon when blind's inflicted, and then you never have to cast blind. The other cat is shown. What do you want, Merlin? What? What? What do you want? What do you want? You kitties. You kitty cats are crazy. Go lay down somewhere else, please. Oh, come on. No, don't! That is not cat food. That is actually chocolate. You will die from that. Sorry. He was trying to lick the remnants of my chocolate milkshake. All right. Yeah, oh, we got him. Kamikaze, they don't drop items, so the fact that I got an item means we killed him before he dropped it. Here's a new enemy type, or the new fish type. And then you got a new frog type over here. Yeah, so those flying birds drop bundle of feathers. What? Okay, I got both of you in my room. What do you want? Go lay down places, please. Like, because I know, I legitimately know you don't want anything. You have food. I gave you food before the stream started. I assume they just want attention, but I give them attention when I can, but when my attention is elsewhere. It's like Merlin is also like a really crazy cat too, like has to be like masochistic, because like I'll give him he'll beg for attention, I'll give him attention, and like, and he doesn't complain, like, but he'll try and like get away, like, I don't mean, don't make it, and I don't want to sound it like I'm being like I'm hurting him or anything. I just like I become overly affectionate is the best way to say it. So I get overly affectionate and I pet him like a lot. I hold him, I hug him, you know, I do all that sort of stuff, and like, you know, and then he has enough, he wants to leave, so he leaves, and then he comes back 5 minutes later. So it's like, and then you get these enemies again. I don't know if anyone remembers, but they were in the Sand Sea. They drop upgraded, have an upgraded loot pool. They drop different things. Why are we dying? I hate the fucking split second I need to open that chest. Am I like not equipped, not wearing armor or something? Like the speed at which I'm dying is actually insane. And it sucks too, because I'm not even going to be buying the next chest piece. Matter of fact, I might, if it's better, I might just buy the next light armor chest piece on. Like, whatever these characters can wear, I'll just buy, these two wear. I'll just buy the, I'll buy Ashe, I'll buy the Mystic one if it's better than what she currently has, and Bosch will buy the light armor. Though I have to buy the licenses for them. So it's going to be the adamant vest there. Should be able to buy my way down to it. The reason being is because the next heavy armor chest piece is reflective mail or whatever. So basically it's perma reflect, which doesn't help you when you're trying to black cowl. So I need 7. Oh god, I can't afford 7. Yeah, it has permanent reflect on it, which makes, you know, it's kind of stupid when you're trying to, you know, use magic to heal your party members and stuff. I never equipped it at all. Completely stupid. Alright, more money. Oh, thank God. Actually, that's going to end up changing anyways, because I think you buy Fire Gut here. I don't know why the map popped up. I guess I must have clicked the left click. Anyway, so this is Fawn Coast. This is the town. And there's a cutscene.
Race it to the water.
Why the capital?
The Nethicite. I must destroy it.
Are you sure? You don't want it for yourself? Use its power to restore Dalmasca? Something like that? The best intentions invite the worst kind of trouble.
Lusting for ever greater power. Blinded by the Nethicite. Is
You
that
actually
how
get some
see me?
context on
That does sound
Balthier.
like someone I know. He was obsessed with Nethicite. It was all he cared about.
Come over here.
He'd babble nonsense, blind to aught but the stone's power.
Like I said,
He'd talk about some Enna, or was it Vena?
except for you.
No matter.
Thank you.
Everything he did to get closer to the Nethicite, to understand it. He made airships, weapons. He even made me a judge.
You were a judge?
Part of a past I'd rather forget. It didn't last long. I ran. I left the judges and him. Sidolphus Demon Bonanza. Draclaw Laboratories' very own Dr. Sid. That's when he lost his heart to Nethicite. Lost himself. And I suppose that's when I lost my father. don't follow in his footsteps. I ran away. I couldn't stand seeing him like that, a slave to the stone. So I ran. Free at last. Funny I went for the Dusk Shard. How could I have known that it was Nethicite? And then, of course, I met you. All that running, and I got nowhere. It's time to end this. Cut my ties to the past.
It's hard to leave the past behind. I know.
Marriage of convenience. Symbol of the alliance between Nebradia and Dalmasca. This is how they see our match.
And his voice just seems so weird.
These roles we play. I must admit, I find it wearying.
I will play mine.
I would have no other.
The choice is yours to make. But don't give your heart to a stone. You're too strong for that, princess.
I pray you're right, Balthier.
Yeah, so you gain so much context from just that. You learn that Balthier is the son of Dr. Sid, that the head of the Dracula Laboratories. He used to be a judge, and that he's apparently from Arcades. The Arcadian Empire. All right, so let's just get some selling done here. Yeah, so it's the bundle of feathers sell for 833, and they can be very easy to acquire. I'm gonna buy the buy that because it'll give me the shield, or well, no wait, is that actually what I wanted? Oh, I got confused. That was not what I wanted. Alright, so as you can see, money is very tight here. Golden Staff does nothing, I believe. Let me just take a look. I have the Chaos Mace. I have the Goku Pole. Judas's Staff. That got changed. That now has the effect of what the Cherry Staff once did. So it's the one that boosts wind element. Am I upset that that occurred? Yes, but I also understand reasonings behind it, because the Cherry Staff was very overpowered early game. So I definitely need to buy one of those. Empyrean Rod, what does that do? Auto Reflect. So by equipping that, I will have permanent reflect on my character, which I do not want. Here's the halberd, which I want for Pinello. There's the coral sword, which I would love to have for Fran. Pinello does not have the. Neither of these guys have the licenses for it though, so let's rectify that. See, it will be a little upsetting though that I'm going to be dropping the obelisk, because the obelisk is actually, you know, it's basically the mage spear. Fran. All right. Ugh, come on. Alright, got that. Might as well buy that, I guess. Definitely buy that. Gives Vaughn a lot of defense. Nope, not enough points. All right. We're just buying the most expensive health ones. I'm just a wee bit short on the last one. Yeah, I know that's going to be weaker, but I don't want the two-handed weapon. So I only have to buy 3 weapons, which is actually a really nice... Yeah, so the armor, so it's the mirror mail here, permanent reflect. Ash doesn't even have the license for it yet, which is... I'm going to have to rectify because she needs the steel mask. And Ash doesn't have the license for either of these either, so I'm going to have to grind for that. Thankfully they... however, that actually... yeah, those are drops, so I'm not going to do that. Mirabelle's not that big of an increase anyways. Sorry about that. A little bit tired. Yeah, so I do not have enough money. Hey, look, you can buy the power armlet now. You know what? You can also buy Bacchus wine now. So Bacchus wine got... So it is now... It does the same thing as it did, which is inflict berserk, but it changed... Well, berserk got changed to being a debuff rather than a buff. By, you know, the game treats it as a buff in the base game. But in the mod, they changed it to a debuff. You know, it's potatoes, because it increases your damage and your attack speed, but it, you know, you can only attack. That's it. That's all you can do. So just gotta be careful. Yeah, I just saw Waterga was there. I definitely want to make sure I get the money for that. So this right here is the start of a quest chain, or a side quest that you can't do until after you get to Archadia. So this is the quest I was telling you about that you can't even do right away. So the way I do this... Oh, let me go find the Moogle for the map. There he is. So it's these three in the triangle here. The two I've discovered and the one south of it. That is my grinding map. I'm also underleveled, aren't I? What level are my guys? Oh dear God, am I underleveled? No wonder they're destroying me. Well, guess what? I'm not just going to be grinding for money now, too. I'm going to be grinding for experience. Bow, not fire immune. So I'm super excited to get Water Gub because that's not a base game spell. That's not a base game spell. Yeah, water was the strongest water spell you got in the game, despite the fact that enemies could happily use the other spells as much as they wanted. Remedy. What? Yeah, you just want to be careful on your remedy usage because, well, remedies will, like Asuna in the base game, you could knock off quite a few gambits with just one thing. When it comes to weapons, though, you want to be or items, you really don't want to run low on them. So. Come on. I didn't even realize that 6 levels really made that much of a difference. Especially when there's no defense stat in this game. Because all defense is based entirely off the armor you have equipped. And for some reason I skipped a part of the game. But even then it's like the defense increases aren't really that much. Those are red names. I really should not be here. I also don't have Libra in this party. I just wore off. You know what? I'm gonna pick some things to do that I might be able to squeeze in without too much risk of my person. And can also help my guys level up. Let me just look something up here. Alright, let me see. Does this wiki page tell me at all what enemies are here? Or I believe this is the enemy I'm looking for. That'll give me a good idea. Nope, absolutely not. This one should do, though. Oh, you know what? This one would. Nope, nope, that area is too strong for me. Because the level, like, what were the level of the enemies in the Salka Woods? Like, there's a lot I can do once I hit 40, but... Like, the fact of the matter is, the enemies I'm currently trying to get money from are significantly higher leveled than me. And like, literally anything there is to do in this game is going to require me to be, like, mid-30s to counter it. You know, like, how do you get to mid-30s without fighting anything that isn't already mid-30s? Oh, come on. Like, not gonna lie, this is annoying and crazy all at the same time. Like, I guess I never realized there was such a level jump. Let's head back to, the wasteland, or the wastes, or whatever it's called. There's a little bit of a puzzle I can do here. Oh. Apparently, I don't know if I acquired it. I did not. Yeah, well, it's on this map here. Like, even these guys are about roughly my level. Oh, you know what? I think I need to do the puzzle. Is there a guide for the puzzle? I think I just turn them all on, don't I? Like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. Like, all this does is create bridges, right? That shrine's broken. Oh, I see. I can only have 3 active at a time. All right, well, let's disable this one. We'll disable this one. Activate this one. And activate this one. And that'll get me exactly what I need. I said to attack the thing, Vaughn. There it is. So I just got Stamp. Stamp is another technique that changed, and it changed in the reverse. Kind of the reverse. So in the original and base game, Stamp takes whatever status effects, negative status effects you have, and you can copy them to the enemy. However, at least from my perspective, that's useless. Why am I going to put my statuses on the enemy when I can just cure them? I don't want them. Right? So why am I holding on to them? So instead, the mod changed it so it'll pass your positive benefits to an ally, which can be huge if you're playing a character that has a lot of passive stuff on them. Like, no joke, through the usage of like weapons and stuff, or weapons and trinkets and stuff, I could legitimately pass on haste, renewing, and like faith or bravery on just on one character alone. One technique, and I'm casting those 3 statuses. Actually, depending on the class too, like if we're talking about Vaughn here, I could actually even go for an additional one because I could equip the shell shield. So I'd have permanent shell too. Yeah, gee, I wonder why they're not dying. Might have to do with this guy at full health that no one wants to attack. See how fast they die when people actually attack. So I kind of screwed myself a little bit, but intentionally. Can you open up permanent armor? Yeah, the bubble belt would also be a pretty handy one too to do instead of haste, because haste really isn't that hard to apply with the way some of this stuff is. So the reason why is because I can't go through there. I actually need a chocobo. Now, I don't know if you remember, but there was actually indeed a chocobo over here. And chocobos, this chocobo can only be ridden if you have any glacial greens on you. But this one, yeah, so you just feed it some, and you can ride it for free. Then you want to dismount here. Head down here quickly. Turtle Shell Choker. That is... What is that one again? Oh, is that... Oh, I think I already got one of these. Yeah, that's the magic... Magic uses Gil instead of MP. And you want to take this out. And now you can come up here without the chocobo anymore. If you talk to this woman, it's funny. If you talk to her prior to this, she's like, gee, I wonder how to get up there. That boulder looks like it could move. And then if you talk to her afterwards, she scolds you for being so careless as to knock the boulder down. So you definitely want to touch this shrine now, because this will allow you to get to the peak. And then there was, if you recall, there was another shrine we could also touch. I think it was this one here that did something past the peak. There we go. I think that's good enough. So let's yeah, so I can't do what I want at the peak just yet, but maybe there's something we can find or use there. Because again, there's nothing in this game that I can do other than just grind right now for no reason whatsoever. These guys drop bundle of feathers too. Yeah, I don't want to go in there because that's going to be a point of no return that I can't survive. Like, it's actually, to me, it's actually kind of crazy, like, the level of scale. Where it's like, you go to this area, level, like, 30, 31. Go to the next area, level 30, like, 34 to 36. Or level, like, yeah, 35, 36. Next area, 37 to 38. And it's like, what the hell? What do you expect me to do? Let's go do that one. That's a fairly simple mark to do. Alright. Who is it that gave me the stupid request? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so the gimmick on this particular enemy is that it will only spawn if your party has full MP, I believe. He spawns in this tangled mess of a maze down here. So the best case scenario is to go here. This is a one-way exit. I think. In the original it was. Oh, it's not. Sweet. What do you want, Keith? How you doing, buddy? You fluffy cat. Look, cat. Weather's great. I think it's gonna rain soon, and there are foxes outside, my dude. I can't let you out. I can't let you out. I cannot let you go. Look, just because you were able to fight off a coyote does not mean that you can fight off foxes. They're too clever for you, dude. What are you doing? You're like rubbing up against the stupid tray that my pop came in from Harvey's. Alright. I know this quest I can do easily. There isn't really much of a struggle with this fight. Like, I really want to start Esper hunting, but none of the Espers are in my level range right now. Like, they're all just gonna destroy the hell out of me. Here he is. White magic, and we'll use the spell. Beat him up, beat him up. Oh, go to hell. That's the case. Oh, what? My dude, you're starting to get annoying. Kind of interesting that this is the only enemy type in the game that only specifically appears as a named enemy. It'll never appear as a standard common enemy, which I find kind of interesting. You know what? I'm just going to run because I'm so sick and tired of this. If Pinello had another gambit... Actually, you know what? Like, if Pinello had another attacking gambit... But I could probably do this. And then no matter what, she's always going to attack people at attack them at full health. Because Pinello seems to be getting linked with these guys more than anything, so... And if, you know, it'll become a bit moot once I unlock Draenga. Whenever that is. But that'll definitely negate some of this as well, because... then it'll just be an AoE. Alright, let's go hand this one in. Oh, sweet. That saves me a little bit of money. Alright, what else can I do? Any other hunts that I'm capable of doing? That's level 40. That's about level 40. That's doable, I think. Can whatever is alt-tabbing me out of the game, please, you know, stop. That's the second time this stream that's happened. Crime and punishment, I like to wait on. I can't do adding insult to injury. Rodeo to death, I can't do without taking out King Bomb. Deserter's Revenge, I can't do yet. Chase Through the Woods, I can't do yet. because the surrounding enemies are too strong. Oh, I could probably go do that one. Debatably. Let's head to the Can I check something here? Okay, I do have it. Checking to see if I ever actually picked up the Diamond Armlet. Oh, god damn it, I didn't want to go here. The Diamond Armlet was buyable in the last game, but now you can only find one of them in the entire game, and it's found in, the Westersons. It's kind of interesting what they made buyable and what wasn't buyable. Between the original and the remake. Or, I shouldn't say remake. HD. Because it's not... Is it really a remake, or is it just, like, a refreshment? A re-release? Like, how do you want to describe it? There's also another side quest I can do. Because it's about around my level. I just want to be careful, because I'd like to try and take out... If I can spawn a sandstorm, I'd really like to take out Dustia. Oh no, okay, never mind. It's not based off a sandstorm, so it doesn't matter. Going to here though, I realized in a previous stream that after a previous stream that I never actually I'm just looking up this hunt because it can be, so it's weak to water, which I think I could exploit that if I go get Waterga. My friend does have the ability to cast that. That would probably be some hefty damage. But yeah, let me leave and go get Waterga. Nope. Where does he spawn? Yeah, they're not doing any damage, so I don't have to worry. Let's leave and come back in. It says a 20% chance to spawn every time I enter an egg, or every time I enter the mid-vault zone, which is this map I'm on now. Yeah, this next hunt is level 30, but it can be very difficult, especially once it gets to HP critical. So I definitely want to have as much advantage as I can, and if I can have Waterga, then I'm going to take it. Farm this guy another day. I'm not wasting my time here. Especially since I got to be careful because of the sandstorm making the elemental really hard to avoid. Because that thing's level 40, like above level 40, and it's just gonna kill the hell out of me. And it only goes aggro if someone's casting magic, which I have in my party. So, okay, so let's head back to on coast. Once my level gets, you know, like closer to mid-30s, I can come back here to grind. It's just, I don't want to waste more money trying to grind on enemies that are just going to, like, four-shot me kind of thing. Like, the level curve here is insane. Here we go. So buy one of these. One of these. I need 3 of those and 2 of those. And I need 2 of those. And then 3 of these. And Ash still doesn't have the license either. There we go. Yeah, so I don't have enough money because that's basically 6K a pop, and that's 1,800 just for one piece of equipment, or just for for one piece of equipment for everyone. And then it's basically 30,000 if I want to get everything, and then I still need an additional like 60 or 100 or 16,000 just for the helmet. And then let's not forget about the shield. All right. So gambits. Can I buy the last like 2 gambit slots? Where are they? There's one. Thank God. All right, licenses. Oh, hi Riley, welcome to the stream. Sorry, just noticed you there. Got a little bit too into inventory management. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. How are you today? Buy those. That gives me a little bit more utility on Bosch. Okay, let's get bow. Weak water. That's good. That's good to hear. And water ga. How powerful is that? 120. Damn. Well, it's, okay. Fair. About as strong as fire ga. Alright. So I want to run you two. Trying to decide who I should run for this. I'm thinking I definitely need Fran in the fight. I'm thinking probably Balthier and then Penello, because she can keep Protect up. So if that's the case, then I do want to try and get this stuff purchased. Let's sell my black cowls. And then I will buy 2 of those. And I will sell the black garb. Alright. So I still need to get 3 crystal shields and 2 steel masks. I can't afford right now, but that can go on hold for a little bit. what is my item situation if I'm going in to fight this enemy here? Where do I stand on high potions? 36. I should really buy more. Phoenix Downs, yeah, they're fine. Where do I... You know, I'm a bit slow on this, but where do I stand on antidotes? Very low on antidotes. Drop you, and I'm going to pull you forward. Very low. I'm going to need antidotes for this fight, so I definitely want to make sure that I'm never going to use that. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. So all of those. Don't care about that. Probably will never use that. Keep that just in case. Antidotes should be pretty cheap, right? Oh, super cheap. There we go. Alright, going into this, I want to make sure that I have... Can you equip... You can equip the sash. Excellent. And then, I don't really know what I want you to have. Because this enemy only inflicts slow and sap, it seems. I will let you equip the flame shield, though, just to kind of negate any fire that he might dish out. And I guess I'll give you the tourmaline ring to negate poison. License, no, not license, gambits. He does have an antidote gambit. Okay, good. Teleport back to the Wester Sands we go. This boss that I'm going to fight is notorious for what I'm notorious for wiping on him. So and this mod, as mentioned many a time, makes everything harder. So, you know, an enemy that I know very well I die to a lot is basically now, you know, stronger. You know, it's a bit worrying. I just want to see if the dude showed up here. This is the fault map, right? Yeah, mid-fault. He's not here, so... Would have liked to have killed him that one time I saw him, but he was too high level to fight for me to fight at the time. Oh, shout out to Fran. Just one-shotting them with fire. Oh yeah, the toads are weak to fire, so they're not gonna like Fran right now. So this is where I need to be. So the way this mark works is it does not... You have to wait on this map for like 5 minutes before he shows up. So I'm just going to snoop around for items and stuff while I'm here. I heard the ding of a chest, so... And this... There it is. Antidote. Good, good, good. unnecessary to do, but I wanted to get that trap out of the way so it didn't potentially trigger mid-fight. Fran is very low on MP, so I'm gonna get Fran to use an ether on herself. The speed multiplier actually makes this waiting go by faster. Or we could wait in real time. Let's go. There he is. First things first I want to do, Penelo, get your dispel up. That thing dispelled. Waterga should... The thing is, this fight is probably a little bit harder, but Waterga is going to be a game changer. Since it's not in the base game. And the fact that one of my guys is immune to slow and can easily cure it on anyone. And one's immune to poison. And takes half fire damage. Okay, I need to reevaluate my gambits here on Penelo. Because regen should not be first. Matter of fact, let's get protect first. She can't do anything because he's immune to all elements that aren't fire or water, and and she's out of MP, so she's using her. So she's attacking with her sword now, which is lightning damage. God damn it. Maybe it would have been great, a trinket that disabled the elemental effect of a weapon. That would have been great in the base game, because it would have made ninja swords useful in the base game. Hey, here's a weapon type that's entirely dark elemental, but don't worry, it's only like 90% of the end game that's dark that will be immune to it. Thank you. Alright, what's the power of my sword? Like, I have the blood sword too, but the blood sword is dark elemental, so he'll be immune to it. It is 73. I might just have to switch to the Sword of Kings. I don't think I got a choice. If I want her to do something... I'm done playing around. Okay, can I get a good mischarge? Nope. What a waste. Absolute waste. I didn't get a finisher. So that's probably not going to even do anything. Hey, look, I was right. It did basically nothing. This is why the boss is hard. Because when it gets down to it, he has no... When he goes below 20% health, he has no charge time. But he can't attack the whole party. He can only attack one at a time. So it's a slow burn where I just burn through all of my items. And I can't do... Come on! Thank you.
Got a surprise for you.
Oh my god. I hate heal loops. All they do is just consume all your things. Oh, well, I got a tier... I accidentally used tier 1, but... Tier 1... There's 2 tier 1s and a tier 2. Two and 2. Oh god. I wasted quite a bit of time not selecting Ash's mischarge there. So it's not going to be 3 and 2.
Got a surprise for you.
So 3 and 3. Four and 3. But I could actually start pulling off some tier 3s. This would be fantastic. Because if I can get one more 2 and then 4 tier 3s, I get the strongest thing and an achievement.
How about some of this?
So I'm at 5 and 3. 6 and 3. I've got the KO now. Guaranteed. I'm just seeing how far I can go with this. Because it can be pretty overwhelming. Yeah, I've lost. There we go. 10 hits. That's the KO, though. That's more than enough damage for it. And the finisher, of course, too. My, the biggest problem I ended up having was the fact that, Fran ran out of MP. Do I get a second Sage Ring? Like, please tell me I get a second Sage Ring. Sage Ring. Or Sage's Ring. Okay, so you can get more. They're just like extremely late game. And looking up something else here. I'm trying to yeah, view all the world, thank you. What is it under? Is it under character and Esper equipment? I don't see why it would. Hunt Club, here we go. Participate in that for several reasons. For one, the prizes aren't particularly good, and it unlocks super late in the game. As such, this is one of the things attempts to change. First, every trophy rare game now is 100% to drop in addition to their trophy, and often the drop is something worth having. It's just a good free item to sell for gil. Around the point that you can take the monster out, the easier the enemy, the less valuable the item they will drop. So the way have been changed in vanilla, it would be very confusing and counterintuitive as to figure out who to give what. In other words, are more streamlined. You'll be your reward for giving all 30 trophies, doesn't matter which trophies you give to who, is the Worm Hero Blade, which is now exclusively available by doing the Hunt Club side quest. As far as they still give other rewards. Alternative method of obtaining the Tornasoul if you don't want to grind for that, which I definitely don't. Sage Ring. So I need to give each of them 10, but to get the additional Sage Ring, I have to give one of them 12, so I can't get the Sage Ring that way. And I'd be able to get the Sage Ring early too, because the Sage Ring would only require 22 trophies, but the Tornasoul requires 30. All right. Well, I can leave here now. Honestly felt like it was really early in the game to just straight up throw an enemy in that's immune to elements like that. Even the Espers at this level aren't like that. Alright, so let's head back to Rabanaster. Things change though once I unlock Siphon, but I forget when I unlock Siphon. Rabanaster, let me look that up. Rank of Paragon of Justice. Is it under the clan primer? Yeah, here it is. So I need 250,000 clan points and to have killed 24 marks. Might be able to take out another guy. Let me see, what's the, how many hunts have I done? I have enough points, so that's not an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. 15 out of 25, and I there's no possible way I'd be able to complete all of these. A lot of them are just too high leveled for me. The Siphon will have to sit on the back burner for a little bit. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Send me to the Sansi. We'll go in here and we'll turn in the quest and see if it starts any new ones that might be actually doable. Nope. Like, I could do some, but... But yeah, like, I'd have to be able to complete every single, and some of the hunts require me to kill like level 40 enemies, and it's not doable right now. You know what I can do while I'm here? Magic. I don't know how many times I've talked to this thing, but... Oh my god. apparently not enough to unlock the first one, and the first one's talking to this thing 20 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and that should be enough because I've already talked to it a little bit. Alright, now we go to the magic shop. Talk to this guy 25 times. So that unlocked a couple more forgotten Grimlores or whatever. I just gotta make sure I knew which one unlocked there. The magic shop is 21,000, which did not unlock. So that means that I got the one for talking to shop owners 100 times. So that's good to know. So yeah, so the monographs are basically designed to kind of get them as you're going through the game. The problem is, though, is that you generally don't need to talk. Like, this one's like, talk to the magic shop owner 25 times. You don't even need to visit a magic shop owner 25 times. If anything, the armor one is talk to the armor store guy 15 times. That's far more likely for you to do than magic. I feel like those two should be switched. And see, boom, got it already. Now I just need to get the weapon shop one. There we go. Now that they're all spawned, I can buy them as I need to. Honestly, once I'm done with the Arcadian town, like, there's so much I can actually do because of the level I'll be. Which, it's just right now, it's just like, all I can do is grind money in an area that is very much over-leveled for me. Everyone did buy armor, though, so I should be able to tolerate their hits a bit more now, though. You know, outside of the heavy armored people, they still need their helmets, but... Right, just the thought, though, that I need to grind to at least get to match these guys' levels. Is, like, so painful to me. equipped. I want to try and get that last channeling license. How much does these spells cost? 36. Okay. How much do your spells cost? Next to nothing outside of Kirga. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change their pieces of equipment. As much as I would love Fran to have the golden armlet, I really needed to have the sage ring. You can have that, I guess. And I'll give you... You can't even equip it. Because of course you can't. Where is the license for it? Right there. I need 30 more points. Yeah, and keep in mind, poaching doesn't really help in this area either, because you don't get experience when you poach. Picking up a few things while I let the game kind of play itself here. Of course. I think I'm going to disable the charge gambit because I feel like that's doing more harm than good. Where do you stand on licenses? Thank God you can now buy... You can buy this. Alright. Equipped Fran Sage's ring. Hopefully that helps now. What I'd really like to do on Penelo and Fran is start increasing their strength through their subclasses so that when they have to revert to a weapon, they're not weak by any means, because they're not going to be equipping heavy armor, so they won't get any strength bonuses from that. Oh, honestly, I don't really care if I switch my characters out, because I need to get them all 37 anyways. The level jump here is like... I think this is also why the game suddenly becomes boring to me. Let me just check all the way down. Everyone's slowly leveling. Like, I was really hoping to be able to make it to Archadia today, but I'm really gonna have to do that if everyone needs to level to 37. I wonder if that's the game's way of making sure you have enough money. It'd be also nice if, you know, like, ethers could be purchased from, like, any store. And not just, like, one of the end game stores. And not even end game, like off the beaten path end game. See one more thing. Oh, because I really would love to have my character level faster. Like, I could try and sneak into the Fey Woods, the Fey Wood to get one if it's in a region I can get to. But the third one and repeatable one, let me see. Yeah, there's the CNC. Oh, okay, so the mod legitimately removed every ability to acquire more than one. Okay, what is doing this? Thank you. So if I want to mass level up the party, I got to be prepared to do it more once or like one at a time. Yeah, the bundles of feather, that's where you make your money. What do you want, cat? Alright. Let me see this enemy type here. Is this where I think it is? It is. So I might actually be able to do it with these guys. Alright. So if I were to run a wee bit ahead, I can test my luck a little bit. And I'm perfectly fine with doing this because I can run up to the next save crystal. The next orange save crystal, and I can warp back. So there's an enemy in the next area after Fawn Coast. So this Vieira will actually say something different if Fran is your party leader. What is this? To meet another Vieira. Here, you too have left the wood. I have left, for I desire freedom. Had I remained, I would have surely perished. You see, freedom to me is like the air itself. Yet I did not think my little sister would follow. She would not listen to me, and now I fear I may have erred in allowing her to come. So sadly, you do not find the map for this location here. You do not. As upsetting as that is to me, you do not. So this is the enemy I want to deal with. But, as mentioned, I want to get to the save crystal. So they only have a 5% chance of poaching the item I want. So here's the save crystal right here. I'm also going to talk to the boy because he starts a very important part in the plot. A makeshift hunt request. It's not counted as an official hunt, so... Okay, so who has access to poach? I know Bosch does, so I'll pull Bosch out. But I literally want the entire party to poach. So I can double check this. Poach. Ash does. And what classes get it? Ulan, Mechanist, Archer, and Time Battle Mage and Black Mage. So literally the only one that should not be able to use it. The Black Mage I need an Esper for. Fran gets it. Fran is my Black Mage though, so I don't actually need it. So Fran can get it. Who's the only one that can't get it? I think Vaughn's the only one that can't get it, because everyone else is a class that can gain access to poach. So let me so where's poach on you then? It's Mechanist, right? Charm. There's poach there. You already have it. You already have it. And then for here, it's Ulan. There it is. So now I am going to equip, or let's switch the party around here. I'm gonna run these three because they're all melee related. Oh, HP critical. Poach. I need to buy another license on Ash. I don't think there's any flying enemies I have to worry about, so... in this area. Alright, but I'll leave it like that anyways. Alright, and I turn Bosch's back on, right? So, yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do just a quick save here. So, during this time frame, no one's getting any experience or LP, unless they accidentally kill. I'm not leaving here until I get at least 3 of these things. Or 2 of these things, because I already have 1. The reason why I don't need 3 is because, or more than 3, is because only 3 members of the party can use it at a time, because no one else gains experience. So basically, if they can equip the golden amulet, they can equip this. So I know you can. So it's accessory 6. You have, you do not have, but I'll buy it. Accessory 6 here, you got it. All right, everyone's good. Yeah, if everyone has poach, then I have nothing to worry about. Oh, there are flying enemies here. Yeah, so I'm looking for the corals. These are the guys. So their poach is going to be 95% pelt, which does sell for quite well. Sell quite well. So I'm not going to be upset for getting the pelt, but they have a 5% chance to have the trinket. I might run around here too, because this map also has... There's 2 pieces of there's 2 things here. So Blindga and Regen, which I already have. And Float. Float is also here. Yeah, if they're all poaching, then there's nothing, then there's no accidents. That's kind of the mindset I want. I'm keeping a good eye on the combat log. Let everyone heal up. Yeah, make the orange crystal will now just make it easier to get here, so I'm not too worried. I'm getting all these coral pelts. Selling them will easily make me back all the money I need to buy more high potions and stuff to keep this farm going. Let me check the map. So I might as well try and get Float and Blindga while I'm at it. So Blindga is on Fields of Eternity, and Float is on Olifzak. So their only worry is that... Oh, poached. Sweet. Okay. The only worry is that Ash can kill that guy. Oh, we actually killed that guy. Whoops. Gotta happen eventually. That's the mod removed it. Oh, that guy actually got killed. And what map is this one? This is where Float is. And I can already tell you I know where it is. Oh, come on! Stupid Marlboros. Oh my god! I just want to open the stupid treasure chest! Oh my god! Come on! Oh my god. I actually think I'm out of potions now. I'm gonna need to sprint back to the orange crystal. So I'm not gonna be able to do this without potions. I'm not burning through Phoenix Downs. Teleport to Fawn Coast. I don't know how to spell this thing. More bizarre items. A war axe. I'm gonna keep that just for the moment, just in case I may need to pop a shield onto yeah, screw it. Go. This one, and then I'm fine on those, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so he didn't change this, so the modder didn't change this, so I should still be able to poach from these guys. I ended up calling this stream soon, though. Whether I get it or not. Thanks to this wonderfully small map. I can go to that side, come back to, and then come back to this side and have all the corals respawn. Oh, I feel like this is going to take way longer than it probably should. Like, I know it's a 1 in 20 chance here, but seriously. What do you mean poach failed? The gambit specifically says HP critical. HP critical should be the range for poach, unless it was the high end of HP critical. In which case, oh, I'm sorry, how dare I? Really like to try and get one, but again, I don't want this to go on too long. Sunday will be more Final Fantasy XII when I'm off, so off from work, so I can spend a lot more time grinding out for this item and then leveling my guys. Got one. Sweet. One more. I'm going to quickly take a look at my inventory, actually. I just want to make sure. Oh, I have 3. Okay, I must have gotten one and I didn't notice. Okay, well, that's it. That's it for the grinding. I can disable these poach gambits. So now what I can do is I'll head back to Fawn Coast, because that area is really close to city, and there's not too much things dangerous. I also just like the scenery. Really nice map. Really nice map. Again, and then again, the bundles of feathers are a really nice sell. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this just based off the party, the way the party's already split. So these guys are already 32, so they're going to be the ones to go through it first. That. And that. So this should really help out. Alright, these guys know arrow, so that they can immobilize. I really lucked out with the fact that I could get the experience item there. I really wish it wouldn't kamikaze. I also don't mind all the chests that are giving me dispel emotes. Very, very useful tools. I don't have a race yet, so... What possible gambits, like, do you have? Like, Shades of Black Magic an option? Wow, no Shades of Black. There's Sight Unseeing, which doesn't particularly help me. Like, I got Shades of White, and that's it. I don't even know Soul Eater is a ranged move. Let's see. I saw Charm. Do I even own Charm, though? I do. Alright, well, let's work towards that, then. At the very least, she can, you know, screw with these guys. Yeah, potion. Shout out to the lowest tier item. Even Penelo's running out of MP. That was unnecessarily long for Balthier to use a high potion. Levels are going okay. It's still slow, but I can only do what I can only do, and I'd rather do this now when in an area where I can make a lot of money. And let's also be honest here. This is really the first time in the game where I've had to stop and grind levels. Everywhere else it's been money, and it still doesn't take that long. This is just going to be a precursor to money. So I'll take breaks from the grind based off my inventory. So when the bundles of feathers, which is probably the... I don't care so much about the wind magicite because it's not really that worth that much. When the bundles of feather reach 99, I can swap out. And this is why I wanted to have Balthier and Vaughn on separate teams for this. So that way I always had a stealer available. another level up. I'm probably going to stop soon. I'll finish off clearing up this and then head back, or this area at the top of the cliff here, and then head into Fawn's Coast, save, and call it. About a 3.5 hour stream. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I want to make sure that I save some time tonight to do some stuff. The stuff that made me a little bit late, I got to work on that still. It's just personal stuff. It has nothing to do with the stream, but, you know, it is what it is. But, hey, everyone's hitting 34. That's pretty good. All right, so we'll call it there. I want to start, since I'm going into here, I'm going to sell off everything first. Right, and then this way I can start Sunday with a clean slate. But even with doubling the experience, I'm still gonna make it out of this with a lot of money. And doing this in the Teach Uplands doesn't change anything, because you know what I'm also gonna do before new Bazaar Goods? Was it what, Burning Fangs probably? Before I forget, while I have money, what place will sell them? I think the highway sells them. I'm gonna buy some more teleport stones. I don't need to buy that many, but I do need to sell 33 of them. I'm just going to cap out on them. Yeah, I needed to sell 33 because the Hermes Sandals, which is an item I mentioned before, it's an accessory that gives permanent haste while equipped. You get it by selling 10 Arcana and 33 Grashal Greens. So when I start obtaining Arcana, I'll be able to, basically I've sold the greens now, so that item will just end up showing up when it shows up. That's where the Grimoires are going to come in, though, because those Grimoires will help me get Arcana. Enemies will normally drop Pebbles, and it's the rare games that drop Arcana. These are tied to a type of enemy, and it upgrades everything. So the enemies won't drop Pebbles anymore, they'll drop Arcana, and the rare games will start dropping high Arcana. It doesn't really help much. It's useful. It's needed for certain crafting stuff, but generally it's just, you know, Pebbles sell for 2, Arcana sells for 100. So even then it's just a wee bit more money. All right, let's quit the game, switch over to this. All right, so that's it for today. Not as much progress as I was hoping to have today. I was actually hoping to be in Arcades by now, but having the realization of being massively underleveled, I definitely want to make sure I'm caught back up with that before I progress any further into the game. Especially with the next boss fight that's coming up. It can be a real doozy if I'm not careful. So leveling up is very, very important. Anything else to add? No, nothing really else to add. Just gonna be grinding levels, grinding money. Definitely Sunday we should make it to Archadia for sure, because the leveling process shouldn't take that long, like maybe an hour or 2. No, I don't even know if it'll take 2 with the rate I'm going, maybe 1. right? To get these guys to 37 and then the others to 37. I might even bump them to 38 just to be on the safe side, but we'll see. So tomorrow is... My whole schedule this week has been screwed up because I accidentally streamed this on Monday when I meant to stream Borderlands. So I streamed Borderlands on Wednesday, but that made me stream this today, so that way I wasn't streaming, you know, I try to gap my games in a pattern, so that way I'm not playing the same game too close together for two reasons. One, so people don't get sick of watching that same game in such a short time period. But two, so the games I'm playing, I enjoy playing them, right? And I want to space them out evenly enough so that way, you know, because if I play Final Fantasy 12 2 days in a row, well, that means that, you know, the last time I played it prior to the first of those 2 days was the prior week. And then I won't play it again until the next week. So, you know, if I'm getting really into the game, I want to make sure I'm spacing it out so I get an equal opportunity to enjoy the game throughout the week. But yeah, so so tomorrow 6 p.m. EST will be Borderlands pre-sequel, continuing our claptrap routine or subroutine playthrough. Yeah, we will, where did we leave off? Oh, we just entered Helios, that's right. So we got, we gotta just push a little bit, and then there's more, and then there's side quests and stuff. So, with that said, be you friend, foe, or member of the Omni Kingdom, or Omni Council, I should say. My name is Daimien Kamiya, I am the Omni King, and I will see everyone later. Bye!